in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not. Not going to benefit at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 6 catches, 89 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense. In the NFL, he'll have a tough time.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 40. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Continues the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown broke down defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. This is Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Complete to OJ.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
He was brought.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Wilson's pass.
And they're going to have it here at the Cardinals' 26.
2 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Dan Bailey lining up.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to find Kirk complete. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Jason Myers now for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A run for Nick Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. Wilson. That may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. Third down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Completes this to Waring. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Wilson. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from out running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
28. Cardinals 7.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterback.
He's got it. Hit the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and
4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At at the 44-yard line.
Here's Dillon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Cardinals. So hold the phone here, Chubb.
After reviewing the play, the line on the field is reversed.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb, and they'll get this down to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And it's up and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw?
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 35-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. cut the lead down to 28. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game,
they run again on first down. Chubb. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
At the 36-yard
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Chubb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run, Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taken down at the 11.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Chubb again, the ball carrier.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To Zay Jones.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert throwing again.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets hit.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Score, Buccaneers. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,